Good night, Miss Gracia, classmates, and people who can't see this video. Today we will talk about the benefits and cons of a project from an Italian that calls Nemo's Garden. Years ago, the Italian Sergio Gamberini makes a couple of phone calls and starts building with the help of his team of ocean reef group a number of small transparent balloons. Then they sink them and fill them with oil underwater. They anchor them and ultimately plant seeds in a basin side. The idea that he has to utilize the properties of a large body of water, constant temperature united with the natural evaporation of surface of liquid in contact in an airspace to try creating an underwater greenhouse. Was 2 years of experiment down the road, a number of biospheres created, basil crops grow seeds that destroyed everything. Leaf web streaming from underwater studies data collecting. Now they move the experiment side to the next level. Biospheres, more designers, more sensors, more cabling, hydroponic culture, more webcams, and others. In the 2015, they draw the line for feasibility industrialization and large-scale production to really give an alternative solution to grow food in a responsible, small footprint on Earth kind of way. What dream is what they are left with making Nemo's Garden a true option for the nature and to do some well researching and experimentation are on with our partners. They want to have all of you uh, who follow our venture with curiosity participate as well, but with a research of our own cool cutting edge pipes of furniture our own. We decide what to grow. We can turn the whole system to our environment and home. We do our thing. Nemo's Garden will become a community of aware individuals who will investigate and share their experience.
Well, now I'm gonna talk about the pros about Nemo Gardens, and this project goal is to create an alternative system of agriculture. Doctor especially dedicated to those areas where environmental conditions that also includes economical and morphological reasons that make plants grow extremely difficult. This system aims to create a system that utilizes natural resources already available. Try the foremost important one being the oceans and other bodies of water. After the positive experience collected in the period of 2012-2014, Nemo Gardens project starts again in 2015. Trying to improve the technology not only about engineering and underwater. Now, the installation of a structure dedicated to the ground of vegetables for human consumption, but also about the physical, chemical, biological process occurring during the plants in development or under the sea. Technology developed it in the framework of Nemo Gardens project needed help create efficient plant production in an alternative and economical way in respect to greenhouse, looking at new branches of green and blue economy. The Nemo Gardens project may be described with three keywords, and one of these is eco-friendly. The underwater farm determines very minimal, if not in direction with the marine environment and related ecosystems. Exception made for a positive shelter-like effect. Another word is self-sustainable. The underwater agriculture represents an alternative solution to the existing method. Sustainability, the use of renewable energy, the resource savings, the freshwater creation, and if possible, reclamation make Nemo Garden a self-sustaining system. In it, once the crop system has been activated by using fresh water obtained by desalination of seawater, it continues to sustain itself with any external support. And the last is ecological. No pollution and no damage in the seawater occur. Inside each underwater farm, an ecosystem composed of dynamically interacting parts including organisms like plants and non-living components of their environment is developed, like process, interaction, movements of material and energy through living communities. The diversity in the content of the marine environment are established.
Okay, and now we'll talk about the disadvantage of this project. So, some of this disadvantage will be the involves the recent emergence of this idea. It has not been achieved or experienced, even with staples with like maize and rice, which are part of the staple diet in the world. Consider also these structures require high investments in infrastructure and also machinery to the correct location of this submarine project. Access to this project also will give countries with sea availability, so that continent like Africa with too much necessities could be only partially implemented. The production also in this project has not been designated yet on a large scale, so that you can get our small amounts of food that hardly could feed a family. So now will not be very profitable. Ongoing monitoring should be done with equipment and people trained in the subject. So we can see that this project is a good idea, but we also need to have more experience and better ideas to can do it a better project.
The Nemo Garden is a good idea for young people like us because we can use the technology and also we can maintain the soil and the environment like the different plants, because in the ocean we can have strawberries and lettuce that is very used actually, but have disadvantage like we can have all the necessary like maize or rice, and In some countries it's more difficult because don't have oceans, and this production is very cost for some people, like the people in rural areas, especially in our countries, that the agriculture is one of the most economical importance in product internal, um, and we can use this, but we need more information and more education about this kind of projects, but this is not impossible and we can do it.